Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel English Lovers. I am Dr. Yashwant Handibab and here we learn different topics of grammar. So today we are going to learn adjective and types of adjectives. So let us proceed. Friends, adjectives are very important in English language. They play a great role in English language. They are also called as ornamental words because they decorate language. They describe nouns. When we describe something, when we narrate something, we take help of some words and those words are called as adjectives. So in a way, adjectives are very important in order to ornament the language. What are adjectives? Adjectives are called noun defining words, or they are called noun describing words or noun qualifying words. So the meaning is one and the same. Any word that gives more information about noun, any word that adds meaning to the noun, that word is called as adjective. So here kinds of adjectives are given. There are 6 types of adjectives. They are adjectives of quality, or they are also called as descriptive adjectives, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number or numeral adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. So these are the 6 types of adjectives. We are going to study one by one. We are going to study the meaning of all these words: quality, quantity, number, because once you understand the meaning of these numbers, you would be able to identify whether the adjective is adjective of quality or quantity or number in the same way. So let us proceed. The first is adjectives of quality, or they are also called as descriptive adjectives. So friends, remember this word descriptive. So the word that describes noun, or the word that tells the quality of that noun. So quality or kind or condition of that noun is called as adjectives of quality. So these adjectives, they show the quality, the kind or condition of the noun. Now, here with some examples, we try to understand what is adjective of quality. In the first example, Pankaj is a good athlete. In the second, the sky is blue. So here, in the first and in the second example, the words good and blue, they describe some nouns. Here, athlete is a noun which is described how good athlete. So here sky is the noun, again it is described by this word, that is blue. So here these two words, they describe good and blue. They describe the nouns athlete and sky. In the third sentence, the weary old man had frightened look. There are 3 adjectives in this sentence: weary, old, and frightened. Weary and old, they describe the noun man. They tell what kind of man: weary man, old man. Then again here, look is the noun. So what kind of look? Frightened look. So here frightened is adjective. Now in the next 2 sentences, German and British are the adjectives, as these 2 adjectives are derived from the proper nouns, that is German from Germany and British from Britain. So these adjectives are also known as proper adjectives. And here sailor is the noun, and this noun is described by the word German. So German is an adjective. In the next sentence, ambassador is a noun, and this noun ambassador has been given more information by the word British. So here British is the adjective. The British ambassador is coming here tomorrow. British is the adjective. So these are adjectives of quality. Friends, there is one group of adjectives of quality which consists of present and past participles of verbs. Friends, as we know, verbs have different forms. The base form of the verb or present form of the verb. Then there is past form of the verb. Then there is past participle of the verb. Then there is present participle or ing form of the verb. So here, some forms of the verb, that is present participle of the verb and past participle of the verb, they function sometimes as adjectives and they are called as participle adjectives. So how? Let us see. In this sentence, she has a smiling face. Here, smiling has been derived out of the verb smile. Smile plus ing, that is smiling. But here, it is not as a verb, but it is adjective because this face is a noun. So here, present participle functioning as adjective. In the next sentence, he has a tired look. Here, look is a noun. Here, look is a noun and tired, actually tired is a past participle. But here, this past participle, it doesn't function as a verb, but it functions as an adjective because it defines the noun look. So tired is an adjective. In the next sentence, the boy has pleasing manners. Here, manners is a noun and pleasing is present participle. So here again, we can see these two present participles, smiling and pleasing, and one past participle, that is tired, they function as adjectives. So remember, this is important group of adjectives of quality. Next is adjectives of quantity. Now this is rather easy to remember. You just remember these adjectives, that is adjectives of quantity, they show how much of a thing is meant. So remember this word how much. For example, he drank a little water. So here water is a noun and this noun is described by the word little. How much water? Little water. So little is adjective, water is noun. In the next example, I don't get enough exercise these days. Here, exercise is noun and there is an adjective, that is enough. How much exercise? Enough exercise. So enough is adjective which tells how much. In the next example, I could not get any sugar. Here, sugar is a noun and any is adjective. Here, any also tells how much sugar? Any sugar. So the adjectives that tell you how much, they are known as adjectives of quantity. Friends, next is adjectives of number, or they are also known as numeral adjectives. So these adjectives, they show how many persons or things are meant or in what order any of them stands. So remember, there are two things. One is how many persons or things are meant and the other is in what order. So here with examples we try to learn. There are 50 students in the class. There are no pictures on the wall. In these two examples, students is a noun. Here, in the next example, pictures is a noun. In the first example, 50 describes the students. So how many students? 50 students. So how many pictures? No pictures. So the words 50 and no, they tell you how many regarding these things, that is students and pictures. Here students and here pictures. So they are called numeral adjectives. In the next two examples, we see first and last are numeral adjectives. Now why first and last? Because here the adjective first, it gives information regarding in what order. So here he was the first to get a certificate. So this noun is described in what order. So in the next sentence, Amit is the noun and it says Amit is the last in the list. So last describes the order regarding this noun. So first and last are adjectives which describe the nouns he and Amit. Friends, there is another group of adjectives which is called as demonstrative adjectives. Now they demonstrate something. They point out something. So here point out, pointing out which person or thing is referred to. And these types of adjectives are called demonstrative adjectives. Examples: this flower is beautiful. So here flower is a noun, and this, it demonstrates, it points out which flower, this flower. So this is the demonstrative adjective. In the next example, these pictures are lovely. Pictures is the noun and these is an adjective. So these pictures, again these demonstrates, these points out. So here these is demonstrative adjective. In the last example, such questions should not be asked. Questions is the noun, whereas such is an adjective which describes questions in relation to the pointing out the things, such questions. So in these examples, this, these and such are demonstrative adjectives which describe the nouns flower, pictures and questions. So this is demonstrative adjective. Friends, another group of adjectives is distributive adjectives. What are these distributive adjectives? Let us see. These adjectives refer to each one of two or more persons or things taken singly or in separate groups. So it refers to each one of two or more persons or things. Here are some examples. Each man has to sign this document. Here, man is a noun and it is described with the word each. But what is the meaning here? Each man has to sign. It means there are many men, but it is said singly, that is each man. In the next example, he can write with either hand. Here, hand is a noun and either is an adjective. So he can write with either hand. What does it mean? It means he can write with both hands. But here, either is used as a distributive adjective. It refers to each one of two hands. So he can write with either hand. Either describes hand, so it is an adjective and it is distributive adjective. In the last example, he has to go to the factory every day. Day is a noun, every is adjective. So he has to go to the factory on all days. But here every is used in order to show that on every day it is compulsory for him to go the factory. So here every, either and each, they are distributive adjectives where they describe the nouns man, hand and day respectively. And friends, the last type of adjectives is interrogative adjectives. Now there are some WH words. Friends, we know that there are WH questions which start with WH words. So here WH words like what, which and whose, when these WH words are used with nouns to ask questions. WH words are used with nouns to ask questions. They are called interrogative adjectives. Here examples are given. What sort of man is he? Sort is a noun. Sort means type, kind. What kind of man is he? We say in this way. So here what, as a WH word, it describes noun sort, so it becomes adjective, and as it is a question, it is interrogative adjective. So adjectives that are used to ask question with nouns, they are called as interrogative adjectives. In the next example, which path should we follow? Here path means way, road. So path is described with this WH word which and that's why it is called interrogative adjective. It is question. In the last example, signature is a noun, and this signature noun is described by using WH word whose. So whose signature, whose prescribed signature, and it is a question. So these are what, which, and whose. These are interrogative adjectives. They are used with the nouns sort, path, and signature respectively to ask questions. There is question mark at the end. So friends, so this is all about types of adjectives. I hope you enjoyed this lesson of types of adjectives. Friends, please like the video, please share it to your friends and to your acquaintances. Also, those who haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, I request them to subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will receive notifications of such new videos as soon as I make them. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you.